When you're shopping for a full-size SUV, you're not looking for something kinda big. You want a rolling command center that can haul kids, dogs, sports gear, boats, and a full Costco run without breaking a sweat. If that sounds like your life, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the top full-size SUVs for 2026. The ones actually worth your money, your driveway space, and your sanity when you're hauling kids around all day. And stick around because the last one on this list always surprises people. We're kicking things off with the 2026 Chevrolet Tahoe, the full-size SUV you buy when you want real capability without committing to something enormous. It hits that rare sweet spot between size, practicality, and everyday usability. You can seat up to 8, haul plenty of gear, and still maneuver in parking lots without needing a spotter. And for a truck-based body-on-frame SUV, the Tahoe is far more agile and refined than most people expect. Steering is light, the ride is composed, and visibility is excellent, making it surprisingly easy to live with. Inside, the Tahoe delivers the spacious, family-friendly feel you expect from a full-size SUV. The cabin is wide and comfortable with generous headroom, supportive seats, and a layout that makes long drives easy. Behind the third row, you get 25.5 cubic feet of cargo space, enough for groceries, sports equipment, and daily essentials. And when you need more room, folding the third row opens up a much larger, truly useful cargo area. Under the hood, you get 3 distinct personalities. The standard 355 horsepower 5.3-liter V8 is smooth and dependable, but the optional 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8 transforms the Tahoe with noticeably stronger acceleration and passing power. For efficiency-minded drivers, the diesel inline-6 is the hidden gem, returning up to 27 miles per gallon, making it the most fuel-efficient option in the full-size segment. Towing capacity reaches 8,400 pounds, putting the Tahoe among the most capable mainstream SUVs on the market. Chevy also loads the Tahoe with useful tech. Standard driver assistance includes lane keeping assist and automatic high beams, while towing-focused features such as trailer tire monitoring, boat ramp assist, and route-based navigation make hauling easier. Higher trims offer GM's Super Cruise, turning long highway drives into a hands-free experience. If you want value with style, the RST trim is the sweet spot, offering sporty looks and strong equipment. For off-roaders, the Z71 brings all-terrain tires, underbody protection, and specialized suspension tuning. Refreshed for 2025, the 2026 Tahoe carries over with minimal changes, keeping its upgraded interior and cleaner exterior design. Pricing starts at $63,000 and rises to $83,000 depending on options. If the Tahoe fits most families, the 2026 Suburban is the SUV built for the ones who need absolutely all the space they can get. This is the SUV for big families, big trips, and big cargo needs. It can seat up to 9 people, and as the longest SUV sold in America, it delivers an enormous 41.5 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row. That's enough trunk space to haul groceries for a small village. Despite its size, the Suburban doesn't drive like the land yacht you might expect. Thanks to well-tuned steering, good sightlines, and a refined suspension setup, it is more composed and manageable than its sheer size suggests. It's not as nimble as the Tahoe, but it's far easier to live with than most people assume. Under the hood, the Suburban uses the same trio of engines as the Tahoe: the trusty 5.3-liter V8, the stronger 6.2-liter V8, and the sweet diesel inline-6, capable of real-world fuel economy in the mid-20s. If long-distance efficiency matters, that diesel is the hidden gem of the lineup. Inside, the Suburban mirrors the Tahoe's updated cabin with a large touchscreen, wireless smartphone connectivity, and excellent camera coverage. The flat, low-load floor makes it easier to haul bulky items than in rivals with taller cargo areas. Entry-level trims are understandably basic, but still come with useful features like automatic climate control, multiple power outlets, and easy folding rear seats. For most families, the RST trim hits the sweet spot. It adds blacked-out interior accents, 22-inch wheels, a Bose audio system, leather seating in the first 2 rows, heated front seats with memory, and a power liftgate, all without crossing into luxury SUV pricing. After a major refresh in 2025, the 2026 Suburban carries over with only minor updates, retaining its upgraded cabin and cleaner exterior. Pricing starts around $66,000 and reaches the mid-$80,000s. But for sheer space and capability, nothing else really compares. Next up are the 2026 GMC Yukon and Yukon XL. the more refined, more premium-feeling siblings to the Tahoe and the Suburban. They share the same proven V8 engine lineup, towing capability, and overall platform. But everything about the Yukon experience feels a step more upscale. This is where mainstream full-size SUVs start brushing up against luxury territory in design, in features, and yes, in price. On the outside, the Yukon stands apart with bolder styling, signature C-shaped LED lighting, and a more polished overall presence. Inside, the upgrades are immediately noticeable. Materials are richer, the layout feels more tailored, and higher trims deliver comfort levels that border on luxury SUV quality. The available panoramic sunroof brightens all three rows, while the stunning 16.3-inch infotainment display becomes the cabin's showpiece, one of the largest and sharpest screens in the segment. The Yukon XL mirrors the Suburban's mission of maximum cargo space, offering enormous room behind the third row for families who travel heavy. GMC also offers luxury leaning touches like second-row executive seating, giving passengers more space, comfort, and genuine first-class feel, something the Tahoe doesn't offer. Ride quality is another Yukon advantage. With available air suspension and magnetic ride control, it glides over rough pavement and stays composed at highway speeds. And if your plans involve dirt or trails, the AT4 trim adds real off-road capability without sacrificing daily comfort. Pricing reflects the added refinement. The 2026 Yukon starts just above $69,000, while a well-equipped Yukon XL or a Denali Ultimate model can climb deep into luxury SUV territory. But for buyers who want a premium feel, without committing to Escalade pricing, the Yukon lineup sits in the perfect middle ground. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please tap that subscribe button. It keeps you in the loop on the latest automotive news and really helps our small channel grow. Next up, we have the 2026 Ford Expedition and Expedition Max, two SUVs that remain the strongest challengers to GM's big family dominance. And for good reason. If the Tahoe and Suburban feel familiar and predictable, the Expedition is the one that surprises people with how modern, smooth, and genuinely quick it is. Instead of a V8, Ford uses a twin-turbo 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 in two forms, a 400-horsepower version and a 440-horsepower high-output version that helps the Expedition sprint from 0 to 60 in just 4.9 seconds, making it one of the quickest mainstream full-size SUVs on the market. Towing capability is strong as well, with up to 9,300 pounds of capacity, plenty for boats, campers, and weekend toys. Despite its power, the fuel economy is respectable, returning up to 17 miles per gallon city and 23 on the highway, placing it near the top of the gas-powered full-size segment. The Expedition received a mid-cycle refresh last year, bringing updated exterior styling, a split liftgate for easier loading, new tech, and the introduction of the Tremor trim, which replaces the old Timberline. Tremor brings added off-road capability and rugged styling, while still keeping the Expedition's ride smooth and composed. Ride quality is one of the Expedition's biggest strengths. It may not feel quite as agile as the Tahoe, but it is noticeably more plush and settled, especially with Ford's continuously controlled damping system. The steering wheel design gets mixed opinions, but the overall driving experience remains refined and comfortable. Inside, the Expedition offers excellent flexibility. A second-row bench is standard with available captain's chairs for added comfort. The Max version adds even more room, including 36 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row. Every Expedition features a power-folding third row, and both the second and the third rows fold completely flat, creating a perfectly level load floor for hauling oversized items. Tech takes center stage thanks to a massive 24-inch dashboard display that functions as both the gauge cluster and the primary infotainment screen, paired with a secondary display for quick access controls. The system runs on Google software and supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, OTA updates, onboard Wi-Fi, and even video streaming when parked. Standard safety includes forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking, while higher trims offer Blue Cruise hands-free driving. Pricing for the Expedition starts around $65,000, with max and high output models pushing into the upper 80s. For families wanting strong performance, comfort, and modern tech without stepping into luxury badge pricing, the Expedition remains a top contender. The 2026 Toyota Sequoia takes a different approach to the full-size SUV formula by going all in on a hybrid-only powertrain. Its twin-turbo V6 hybrid makes 437 horsepower, delivering strong, confident acceleration without the fuel-thirsty behavior typical of this segment. In a class where most rivals guzzle gas, the Sequoia offers genuinely impressive efficiency. Towing capability is another major strength. The rear-wheel drive SR5 can pull up to 9,520 pounds, giving families who haul boats or campers serious confidence backed by Toyota's long-term reliability. Fuel economy is equally appealing, with 21 miles per gallon in the city, 24 miles per gallon highway, and 22 miles per gallon combined, making the Sequoia one of the most efficient gas-powered full-size SUVs you can buy. Inside, the Sequoia stays practical with seating for up to 8 and a power-folding third row standard across all trims. The first 2 rows are roomy, but the third row is the tightest in the segment, making it better for kids. Cargo space is also limited with all the seats up, just 12 cubic feet, so you'll be using that folding third row often. Toyota equips every Sequoia with a strong suite of safety tech, including forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control. Ownership costs are sweetened by 2 years or 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. The limited trim remains the best value, adding upgraded materials, a large touchscreen, premium audio, and meaningful comfort features without drifting into luxury brand pricing. For 2026, Toyota adds a splash of personality with the TRD Pro's exclusive Wavemaker paint, a bold aquamarine shade perfect for anyone who wants to stand out in the school pickup line. The 2026 Sequoia isn't the roomiest or the cheapest SUV in its class, but for families who prioritize hybrid performance, fuel efficiency, towing capability, and Toyota durability, it's a compelling choice. Pricing starts at around $66,000 and goes up to over $86,000 for the top-tier capstone trim. Now we get to the 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. And this year, it makes one of the biggest strategic moves in the full-size SUV segment. Jeep has dropped the lower Wagoneer model entirely and pulled the Grand Wagoneer's starting price down by more than $20,000. That instantly makes this flagship far more approachable and positions it directly against the Ford Expedition and the Chevrolet Tahoe for the first time. It's a promising reset, and now we just need Jeep to back it up with the long-term quality buyers are hoping for. Even at its lower price, the Grand Wagoneer still brings serious presence. The standard length model is already longer than every domestic rival, as well as the Armada and Sequoia, and the L version stretches even further for buyers who need true maximum space. Updated front styling and revised lighting give the 2026 model a cleaner, more modern look. Under the hood, Jeep simplifies the powertrain lineup with a single engine, the 420 horsepower Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6. It replaces last year's 540 horsepower version, but still delivers smooth, confident acceleration. When properly equipped, towing is impressive at up to 10,000 pounds, more than enough for boats, campers, and enclosed trailers. Inside, the Grand Wagoneer leans into premium comfort with standard leather seating, 3 spacious rows, and a wide, storage-rich center console. The cabin also balances modern tech with real usability. Jeep surrounds its large digital displays with well-placed physical buttons, making everyday controls far easier and less frustrating than the touchscreen-only setups some rivals rely on. Technology is a major highlight, with a sleek central infotainment screen, a fully digital gauge cluster, an available passenger display, and optional rear entertainment screens. Safety tech is equally comprehensive, with automated emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control all coming standard. With a new starting price at $63,000, the 2026 Grand Wagoneer suddenly becomes a far more compelling full-size SUV. Now it's up to Jeep to deliver the quality and refinement this promising reboot deserves. And now for the SUV that surprises people the most. The 2027 Jeep Grand Wagoneer Hybrid, arriving late in 2026, with a powertrain unlike anything else in the full-size segment. Instead of a traditional hybrid setup, Jeep uses a range extender system, where the gasoline engine acts only as a generator, recharging the battery as you drive. The electric motors do all the actual propulsion. The payoff? A meaningful all-electric driving range for daily trips, plus an estimated 500 miles of total range when the battery and generator work together. And since the engine keeps the battery topped up, you never need to plug it in, though you can for extra EV miles. Performance is where things get really wild. With an expected output north of 650 horsepower, the Grand Wagoneer Hybrid should hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds flat, making it far quicker than the standard model. But innovation comes at a premium. Pricing is expected to start around $85,000 and climb well past $100,000, placing it squarely in luxury territory and right alongside Escalade and Navigator shoppers. For families who want big luxury, big power, and big efficiency without going fully electric, the Grand Wagoneer Hybrid is shaping up to be the most unexpected SUV in the segment. And that wraps up our list of the best full-size SUVs for 2026. The ones built to haul your kids, your gear, your pets, and maybe even your patience. From old-school V8s to hybrid heavy hitters, these are the SUVs that actually deliver where it counts. If this helped you find your next ride, tap like and subscribe for more no-nonsense reviews. And tell me below which one would you trust for your next Costco-level chaos run.